Shashank Khetan's Govinda Naam Mera is like a love child between Ocean's 11 and Drishyam. It's not as good as either of them, but it's also not bad. We'll start off with everyone's acting. First and foremost, Vicky Kaushal, the star of the movie. In an interview, Vicky Kaushal said that English movies entered his life extremely late. Up until then, he only used to watch movies like International Khiladi and other such masala entertainers. His love for those kind of movies is visible in his performance. He gets to dance, he gets to do physical comedy, he gets to do subtle comedy. And while that may not be new, especially for everyone who has watched AIB's non existent video Harassment Through the Ages, you know Vicky is good at all of this. For those of you who hadn't seen that video, this performance may come as a surprise, and I think it's a good one. Coming to the second lead of this movie, Kiara Advani. Now I know that this may sound like a very niche compliment, but trust me, I mean well. I think Kiara has had two of the best couple argument scenes in this year. And even outside of these argument scenes, I feel like she's come a long way as an actor, and that's always good to see. She can hold her own on screen, and she even knows how to share space with someone else who is giving it their all. She continues to do good work, and I hope to see more of such work from her. Now, some of you may think I'm just praising them for the sake of it, and while yes, it is definitely neither of their best acting roles, it is something new for both of them, and we gotta give credit where credit's due, man. They weren't bad, there was no overacting as we see in these kind of movies. Now, the third lead, Bhumi Pednekar. I believe she always has been a great actress, and she proves that yet again. In the little screen time that she does get in this movie, I feel like she's going to be one of the audience favorites. Coming to the fourth main character of this movie, the surprise cameo Ranbir Kapoor. Again, they thank him at the start of the movie. I am not spoiling this for anyone, please. I feel like it was an unnecessary cameo, but since everyone is doing them nowadays, why not? He's good, it's good, sure. Fun fact, this is his second cameo with Vicky Kaushal. He had also cameoed in Love Per Square Foot. And lastly, in the acting department, coming to what I think was the greatest asset of this movie, its supporting cast. I think the supporting cast was phenomenal. Each character had their own quirk, had their own motive in the movie, and yes, while it may not exactly be extremely coherent in the long run, they were good for the movie nonetheless. Without these supporting characters, I feel like this movie would have been a big miss. It is the acting of these supporting characters that shines through in this movie. I also completely forgot to mention that amongst all the lackluster marketing campaigns that we've seen around movies this year, I feel like Dharma and the team that worked on the marketing of Govinda Naam Mera has done a wonderful job. I think they knew that the strength of this movie lay with its characters, which is why they made sure to release character posters for each and every character, including the supporting cast. And I feel like that's wonderful. They also made promotional songs simply to get people interested in the movie. It wasn't actually in the movie. And I think that's a lot more than other movies can boast about. So kudos to the marketing team at Dharma. From Instagram skits to a feature film, it is so good to see Viraj Ghelani do well. And I'm sure he's going to get a lot more offers after this movie. Daya is in this movie. He is always a delight to be seen on screen. Actors like Sayaji Shinde are always reliable, and he delivers yet another tiny but cracking role. Also, special shout out to Asim Hatangri, who plays the lawyer of Govinda's half-brother in this movie. It's so cool to see you do such good work, man, and I just hope I get to see you in a lot more movies. Coming to the story aspect, this is where I think the movie falters a little. The screenplay, while sluggish at first, it does pick up later on in the movie. But director Shashank Khetan has, for whatever reason, decided to combine all the genres in the world into one movie. Now, I know that an all-round masala entertainer is supposed to encompass a lot of things. I just didn't expect to see rom-com plus horror plus thriller plus drama plus flat-out comedy plus whatever the hell was blended into this movie. Movies like this require a solid ending, and that for me is where this movie falters. Despite there being a strong connection of the chain of events in this movie at the end, it just didn't sit well with me. The fact that a lot of characters were called to a completely different country just to be told how things unfolded, felt extremely unnecessary. And I know this is that kind of movie, but I felt like they had something and then they just gave it away. The writing, on the other hand, I felt was actually pretty smart. It's not an in your face comedy, but it'll make you chuckle at various points in the movie. For example, the gag where one of the characters tells Daya that she has seen all the episodes of Crime Patrol, so she knows exactly what is going on with the investigation, I found extremely hilarious. Lastly, coming to the choreography and the songs, I feel like Vicky is actually a great dancer. Again, like I mentioned before, if you've seen AIB's skit, you already know this. Kiara's done well. The songs in general are okay, I guess. Bijli I enjoyed. Other than that, there's a remake and there is a song called Papi Jhappi. The lesser I say about that, the better. But yeah, honestly, it really isn't one of the worst things I've seen in this year, and I think that's a win in itself. I would love to see Vicky Kaushal do an out and out comedy role. I feel like that man has a lot of variety to offer. And I feel like Bhumi Pednekar would be a great actor to cast with him. It's the kind of movie that, thank God, came out on OTT. It definitely would not have worked in the theaters. But the advantage of it releasing on OTT is that you can enjoy it over the weekend with your family. It's a simple 2-hour watch. You'll enjoy, you'll laugh a little. Maybe some of you will even be surprised a little. So yeah, I'd recommend it. If you've already seen the movie, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. If you haven't seen it and you think Avatar tickets are too expensive, watch this. It's not all that bad. I think so. KRK doesn't seem to agree for whatever reason. Yeah, that's it for the review. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at @SoVikyButch. Yes, that's my name. I will see you soon for another review. Till then, take care. Peace.